Screw-Day coming! Screw-Day! Screw-Day! Coming now! Coming! Screw-Day! Screw-Day!
Screw-Day? Bet.
You said Screw-Day coming up? That's a bet. Screw-Day coming up.
What's up, man? Screw-Day coming?
Screw-Day coming up. Oh. Screw-Day coming?
Yeah, Screw-Day coming. Yiddy.
Every city has its own sound, you know, its own rhythm. But in Houston, that sound is independence. See, I used to think it was all about the music, but it's deeper than that. Here, independence means something. It's a way of life.
Man, Screw-Day coming. Hey, shout out Screwed Up Records and Tapes, you know what I'm saying? Big Bub and them, they over there holding it down. They just booked out the George R. Brown Convention Center this year. And man, like the George R. Brown, it's probably like the biggest venue in the city. I mean, all the high profile events go down there. So the fact that they see the screwed up culture is something that they want to host in their building, like man, it's crazy. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the independent grind that has created a platform that can still, you know what I'm saying, carry its own legacy.
Man, I just want to let the whole city know that I am no longer signed to a major label. So the gloves are coming off. The old BeatKing is back. And I have an album. Hey, see the thing is, he never left, but he had a little restraint on him. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey man, you don't really want you to, oh no, see, that's no more. That's no more. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't want the raw, they didn't want the raw BeatKing?
See, you know, my hair used to be green. You know what I'm saying? I used to be really, you know what I'm saying, savage out there. But, hey, we back outside. And the new album, She Won't Leave Houston, coming out July 4th. And I'm dropping it July 4th because I'm celebrating my independence.
BeatKing said it himself. When he left his label, he felt free for the first time. Think about that. Sometimes the thing you think is helping you, it's actually holding you back. I started wondering, am I in control of my own story? Or is something else writing it for me?
So, you know, I grew up jamming Screw. So, you know, as a little dude jamming something like June 27th, it was so unreal. You know, I'm talking about a 35-minute song. And the characters on it, even though they're from the city, they're from the neighborhood, you see the places they're talking about, they were still unreal. You know, iconic figures in our own backyard.
This industry, it ain't built for everybody. I seen artists rise just as fast as I seen them fall. Some get caught up in the streets. Some fight demons nobody else can see. Losing Fat Pat, Mr. 3-2, watching my boy ESG battle addiction. It all makes me realize, man, this life ain't promised. Success ain't promised. You gotta take control.
He was battling drug addiction while we was actually in the lab sometimes. So seeing somebody that I grew up jamming, like, to me, he's always gonna be ESG, you know what I'm saying? Way up there. So seeing him battle something that's so real and seeing, you know, how his life, his career could take turns at any moment, it made me realize that even though they're legends, they're not untouchable.
June 27th, to me, I'm 38 years old. You know, I turned 39 in November, man. You know, so I remember when that song came out. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school. And, you know, it was a time, you know, where the city was kind of divided. You know, but me being from the north side, I've always been an SUC fan. There's no way around it. You know, shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the fallen soldiers, you know. So when I heard that song, I loved it, just like everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard the Youngster song a little bit later, the Bleeding Down Your Block, knocking pictures off. shout out to Youngster. We always just hanging. Me, him, Z-Ro, you know what I'm saying? Talamisha, we was at, what's the club, 5015, that's what it's called?
Yep.
Yeah, we was all just hanging, you know what I'm saying? You know, June 27th, to me it just means, you know, a lot of people think it's DJ Screw birthday, a lot of out-of-towners that don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, you from the city, you know what June 27th means, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Drake for the November 18th, what's it called, November 18th, he redid it, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what June 27th is, that Drake song is a remake of the classic freestyle.
Yeah, he paying homage to the whole culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really hard to know when to hit record. You know, if every moment's valuable, then what moment's truly valuable, you know? It's like that. So it's hard to capture gold, but whenever you're doing it, whenever you're in that moment and you feel that vibe and you know that you'll never get this take again and you got it, man, that's a crazy feeling. And I feel like that's what they captured on June 27th. Like, you know, that was a freestyle. Imagine if somebody didn't hit record.
June 27th. It's more than just a date. It's a movement. BeatKing broke it down. But you know, I didn't need nobody to explain it. I already knew.
Hey, got to, man.
Outside party on June 27th. We doing it like it go.
The song meant something to me way before I even held a can.
R.I.P. Screw, Fat Pack, Hope, everybody.
And I know I ain't the only one.
Baby, June 27th, 2024, we out here grooves. Oh my God.
All across the city, artists, hustlers, people just trying to make it.
What's up, baby? What's the row in?
Z-Ro. Get
I'm gonna let you make it. Come on, let's get a picture right quick. I'm gonna let her make it. I'm gonna act like it's going down. Screw Fest was lit. You know, Kings of the South 2 on the way. You know what I'm saying? Lil Flip Z-Ro. And man, we out here, man.
We all feel that independence and that love that came with that record. Seeing Flip and Ro, two artists I never thought would work together, connecting over June 27th, man, that's when it hit me. The city, it's bigger than the rivalries. It's bigger than the struggles. This music ties us together, even when we don't realize it.
The song itself was recorded years ago, like 20 years ago. So to see today in 2024, all of these legends still showing up, still coming together to be counted and respecting each other's craft, and man, like that's a blessing. It's truly a blessing to be part of a city with such a rich culture, such a rich history.
One thing about Houston, when inspiration strikes, you move. Flip didn't care it was 3 a.m. He wanted that video out before the sun came up. And me, shit, I was down for the ride. Camera rolling, no sleep, just vibes. At Z-Ro House. Man, at some point I stopped feeling like I was documenting the movement. Shit, I was part of it.
And to be accepted as a part of the culture, I think the only way to do that is to really just be out here in it. And, you know, like every day is another grind and stuff. And the people who show up keep showing up. And, you know what I'm saying? If you keep showing up with the same people every time, they're going to start to recognize you. And, you know what I'm saying? You just build respect. And that's just what it is. You know, it's nothing special.
Man, when I first jumped off the porch, I thought all I was supposed to do was capture the moment. But now, I'm starting to see it a little different. I'm not just filming history. I'm helping make sure it doesn't get lost. This ain't about going viral. This is about holding on to a legacy.
Being from the city, being of the culture and being molded by it, you know, it's like, you know, some of these artists, they raised us. You know, just being real, they raised us. So it's on us to carry that legacy on, to tell the story the way it's supposed to be told.
A symbol of everything this city stands for. Should be talked about on every major network. But somehow, it's just not getting the shine. And that's what independence is. It's not waiting for someone else to tell your story. It's telling it yourself. And that's what I'm doing. Man, it's Folk Hero. I'll see y'all in the city.